Hey, it's Mikey Mike. Oh my gosh, kite crash and fail for sure. I just got my kite back from repair in Cocoa Beach from my tree experience in Tampa, and we're going out for a session here. It's super windy to start here, and we're in Jupiter, Florida, and I'm on the 14-meter Switchblade, and it's yeah, it's a little crazy. My issue is I have brand new gloves on, and I was having a hard time grabbing my D-power line for one, and I was a little overpowered trying to make it through the seaweed here, and there's some man-o-wars in there, all kinds of crazy stuff, and I was like, oh great. So I jump off a little ledge and get into the water, and you can see it's a little angry. The surf's a little angry, and I'm on the new board. I'm on the Cabrinha Cutlas. It's a still foil it's the surf foil version, which I really like this board. I did great on it until I didn't. And I almost lost it, and there was a guy at the end of the video. You'll see he rescued my board, which is awesome. Props to that guy. I'll try to shout him out here in a little bit, but yeah, this was not one of my best days for sure. And you know, it's kite surfing. It's all about learning. But this sucked because I lost. Not only did I lose my kite, I lost my GoPro because when I tomahawked the kite in the surf, but and then I almost lost my board. So it was a triple threat. So I'm making it through the surf here, no problem. I was doing really good. I mean, it was not easy, but it was. I did it. And I was powered up, and it was windy, but I was just trying to get through the surf zone here. And I was doing pretty good. And then I was trying to grab the line in my new gloves that I have, a little slippery. And I always wear gloves because of rescue purposes and trying to grab those lines and things like that, but they were a little bit slippery being so brand new. But not that it's cold in Jupiter. No, just wearing just a t-shirt, a rash guard style t-shirt, and shorts. So the water's super warm. But making it through this little surf zone here, and trying to cut up the wind as best I can. I can see those guys out in front of me and seeing what they're doing. I'm trimmed in a little bit here. And like I said, just moving along. You know, it was windy, and I was on my tippy toes for sure. But the board was working really well. I really liked it. And just trying to get through some of these swells and surf, and I end up going over the top of that swell and getting pulled, you know, kind of lifted off the board, so I had to go back to it. So I'm body dragging back to the board and make the transition back over here to the board. And the surf in Jupiter, it breaks like all over the place. Out, in, you never know. So I'm trying to get mangled by any kind of big swells coming in. So I jump on the board, and yeah, no problem. Right, dive the kite, get going. And I my hand's slipping off the board. I'm trying to put my hand in there, and I don't know what happened. And I couldn't get the D-power. I was too powered up, and then it tried to get back to the board. And I'm losing ground here, but still okay. But you see I was struggling with just trying to get my hand on that D-power line. I was trying to get some wax off the board too to try to get it on my glove so I could grab the D-power line. One little wave is just almost gets the board away from me. So here I'm trying to grab some wax off the board, and then I grab the bar on the wrong side and I crash the kite. Hard fail. That was my fault. Totally did it. And then here comes a wave. Great. Wave hits the kite, and I'm like, okay, still launch the kite. Launch the kite, and I get mangled by another wave, and then the kite hits the ground, and it rips my kite. That wasn't pretty. Not only did I rip the kite, my GoPro got sheared off my mount, and now I'm in the surf zone, and I'm trying not to get mangled by everything else. So I have to body drag in about 300 yards back into the beach, and I'm just bait out here, which is no fun. So I'm getting this little thing off my line here, but you can see my kite is just totally tip to tail, not happy. So I've done this, a couple times. I've ripped my kites before. It's no big deal. But I'm coming into the people area because there's lifeguard towers and people over this way. It's not the kite beach anymore because I kited so far down and then I had to get drugged down. So I have to self-rescue before I get to the shore, and I don't want to hurt anybody because a kite's unpredictable. So I just self-rescue right here, right on the edge of the beach here, and then it's a little sketchy too because I'm trying to get the line in and don't know what the kite's going to do. And I'm not sure if I should have just wrapped the line up here and then walked to the kite, but I was like, okay, I'm just going to run to the kite. And all of a sudden it's like almost powered back up. And I'm like, oh no, this is not going to be good. Because I have slack in the line, and but it just flopped back on the water. So I was like, oh, thank gosh. And you can see I totally got a mangled kite, which is no fun. And somebody came down from the beach, tried to help me, and I'm like, oh, no, I'm cool. Everything's chill. Big thing I was trying to figure out is where's my board, because I had to leave it.
No, that's on my board. Yeah, that's right. Board's around there.
So here's some guy kiting back in, and he has a big green twin tip. I'm like, oh man, he's helping somebody else with the board. And sure enough, that's his board, and he's surfing on my board, which is awesome. It was so cool. This guy was awesome. That was a total rock. This guy was amazing. Jupiter Kite Beach is awesome. It's such a cool community. That guy was great. So if you know who that guy is, send him props to me. All right, send him props out because he was just awesome.
Yeah, I would buy the logo. I was at Tampa, and I got some guy who sponsored
So that was so sweet because I was way out there.
I'm glad I made that. Thanks for getting my board. I appreciate that. I was looking like, where's my board? Mike.
Yeah, there he is. He's so cool. And he was way down there too, and just going not only manage his board and my board, but then getting back out there and getting back upwind. So yeah, that guy was rocking. But my kite just mangled. So back to the kite shop up in Cocoa Beach. Went to Good Breeze Kitesurfing, and they took care of me last time. Got my tip repaired, and now I just got a phone call from them, and we're having a kind of discussion of if the kite's savable, and I think it is because there's plenty of material left, but we'll see if we can come to an agreement here and see if they can return my kite. So we'll see if we can send some more people up there, and it's a great kite shop, and we want to make sure we can get this all worked out. So hopefully, cross my fingers, They did a great job last time, and their repair went perfect. But the old repair, you can see that black stripe going up the kite. That was I took it to Jupiter Kitesurfing, and they sent it up to Tallahassee, and it looks almost like it parted right at the seam on the leading edge. And I know leading edges are a little tricky, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm wrapping the kite up here, and I'm going to carry it back up the beach. I got about a half a mile or more to walk a shame back up the beach. And so I get up to a nice safe spot, deflate the kite, and then I use my kite leash, which I use for rescue all the time, you know, for the most part all the time. And I just tie it up, so it helps me, you know, manage the kite and carry it up and walk all the way up to the beach. And we'll just fast forward through this a little bit. And I'm looking for my chair. There's my chair. And yeah, it was a little bit crazy. So this is Mikey. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, leave some comments down below if you ever experience this. And we'll see you on the beach, man. All right. Peace.